Hello, I'm Joanna Brooks and this is MetalMind. We've decided to put 4 of our best minds within Van Leeuwen to the test. Joining us this evening we have Keith Rammell, Jill Clements, Russell Richardson and Roger Higginbottom. They've chosen their specialist subject round and there'll be a following general knowledge round so we can find out who really is the MetalMind Champion.
Hi, my name's Keith Rammell. I'm currently the Business Manager for Precision Automotive at Van Leeuwen, and my specialist subject is tube manipulation and steel manufacturing techniques.
Keith, your time starts now. What bending machine offers a fewer options when using bending simulation software? A 3-axis bending machine or a complex double-head multi-level bending machine?
That'll be the 3-axis.
Correct. When using tube bending simulation software, what important interfaces could be included to various drawing platforms or formats? Name one.
Normally IGIS, but also PCF. I'll give
Correct.
you 2.
What's the tube calculation to tube kilo to metre ratio?
That would be the outside diameter of the tube minus the wall thickness times the wall thickness times by 0.246615.
Correct. Name one of the type of tube bending techniques.
I'll go for rotary.
Correct. What's the most popular tube bending method used to date?
For accuracy, I would say mandrel.
That's incorrect. What method of tube bending would be selected to ensure it fully retains the internal tube profile?
Of course, that's mandrel.
Correct. With compression bending, what's its general limits to angle in degrees?
120 degrees or less.
Correct. Within the process of steel manufacturing, how would you define the element of coke?
Coke is extracted from fat coal via a dry distillation process.
Correct. In the preparation of iron ore sintering, name one aim to refine the ore.
That would be to remove rocks.
Correct. Keith, you got 8 questions correct. The one you got wrong. What's the most popular tube bending method used to date? The answer is rotary.
Okay. I should have known that. Thank you.
My name is Jill Clements. I'm Business Manager for Energy, and my specialist subject is pipes, fittings and flanges for energy industry.
Jill, your 2 minutes starts now. What type of facing is commonly used for pressure 900 pounds and higher?
RTJ or ring type joint.
Correct. What is the difference between NPT and BSP, and are they interchangeable?
NPT is the American FED standard, and it's tapered, and BSP is the British standard FED. They are not interchangeable. BSP could be parallel or tapered.
Correct. Why are some of the wall thicknesses suffixed with an S, like Schedule 10 and 10S, and are they the same?
So 10 is for carbon steel pipes, and 10S is for, the S is for stainless steel pipes. They're in the smaller sizes, they're the same, but as the sizes become larger, the S sizes are thinner because stainless steel is more corrosive.
Correct.
Resistant.
What maximum size is for forged fittings?
Maximum, the very best, biggest is 4 inch. It's usually up to 2 inch.
Correct. Why is lap joint flange usually a lesser grade than a stub end?
Because the lap joint flange is not in contact with the fluid, it sits on the stub end. So therefore it can be, doesn't have to be as corrosive resistant.
Correct. In oil and gas applications, weld neck flanges are usually preferred to slip-on flanges. Why is that?
because slip-on flange needs a fillet weld, which is an easier weld, and the slip-on flange is cheaper because it has less material compared to a weld neck flange.
Correct. Is A312 seamless or welded stainless pipe?
It can be both seamless or welded. It's not specified by the standard. If it is welded, it will be without X-ray.
Correct.
And that is the end.
That's time. Jill, you got 7 correct with no passes and none incorrect.
My name is Russell Richardson. I'm Operations Director for the UK for Van Leeuwen, and my specialist subjects are manufacturing, lean and health and safety.
Russell, your 2 minutes starts now. What thermal cutting process can be achieved the most accurate cutting tolerances?
Laser, normally accurate to 0.2 of a millimetre.
Correct. What is takt time?
Takt time is how often the customer wants a product. It's a calculation of available time divided by customer demand.
Correct. What law governs all health and safety legislation in the UK?
Health and Safety at Work Act 1974.
Correct. What process can be used for cleaning steel that has gone rusty?
Typically shot blasting or chemical dip or sandblasting.
Correct. What tool or process can be used to calculate if a process is capable of achieving a given output?
Takt time, cycle time bar chart.
Correct. What governing body can issue enforcement actions notices to companies and have more power than the police?
The Health and Safety Executive.
Correct. How would you measure the thickness of paint?
Using an alcometer probe and measure the dry film thickness in microns.
Correct. What tool or process can be used to calculate the overall effectiveness on a piece of equipment?
Overall equipment effectiveness, or OEE.
Correct. Why do companies such as Van Leeuwen promote good health and safety practices?
Moral, financial, professional and legal reasons.
Correct. Russell, your 2 minutes has finished. You have 9 questions correct with no passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Roger Higginbottom. My current role is Commercial Director Industry, and my specialised subject is the history of steelmaking since 1850.
Roger, your 2 minutes on your specialist subject starts now. What process, patented in 1856, is generally recognised as the first inexpensive industrial process for the mass production of steel?
The Bessemer process.
Correct. What is the key principle of the Bessemer process, generally recognised as the first inexpensive industrial process for the mass production of steel?
It's the oxidisation of the molten pig iron by blowing air through the molten pig iron.
Correct. Open hearth steelmaking was developed in the 1890s and complemented the Bessemer process. By what name is it usually referred to?
The Siemens-Martin process.
Correct. What is the key principle of the Siemens-Martin process, open hearth steelmaking process, developed in the 1890s and complemented the Bessemer process?
So it's the closer control and composition of the steel to enable large quantities of scrap iron and steel to be utilised.
Correct. In 1948, who invented the Linz-Donowitz process of basic oxygen furnace steel making, a further refinement of the original 1856 Bessemer process?
Robert Dürer.
Correct. Who or what is the Linz-Donowitz process of basic oxygen furnace steel making named after?
It's named after the two Austrian towns in which the process was developed industrially.
Correct. What is the key principle of the Linz-Donowitz process of basic oxygen furnace steelmaking?
It's the blowing of oxygen through the molten pig iron to enable the production of low-carbon steel.
Correct. What does the word basic refer to in the Linz-Donowitz process of basic oxygen furnace steelmaking?
It refers to the chemical bases that are used to help remove the impurities and to line the converter.
Correct. In addition to the basic oxygen furnace, I've started so I'll finish. In addition to the basic oxygen furnace steelmaking, what is the other main modern day commercial method of primary steelmaking?
The electric arc furnace steelmaking.
Correct. Roger, you scored 9 questions, all correct with 0 passes.
Thank you.
After round 1, let's have a look at the scores. So at the end of round 1, we have a 2-way tie between Russell Richardson and Roger Higginbottom. But that could all change with the general knowledge round. The ingredient that makes stainless steel stainless is A. Zinc.
Chromium.
Correct.
And technically nickel.
A main difference between pig iron and steel is that steel has a lower level of... Roger.
Carbon.
Correct. What does PCI stand for in a blast furnace operation? A. Pulverised coal injection. B. Piped coke injection. C. Pulverised coke infusion. Or D. Piped coal infusion. Russell.
C.
That's an incorrect answer. Would anything else? Jill?
A.
Correct. Galvanised steel is coated with what to protect the steel from corrosion? A. Chromium. B. Zinc. C. Roger.
Zinc.
Correct. What is the melting point of low carbon steel? Is it A. 961 degrees Celsius, B. 1063 degrees Celsius, C. 1464 degrees Celsius, or D. 3600 degrees Celsius? Russell.
B.
Incorrect. Roger.
A.
That's an incorrect answer.
I'm going to go C.
Oh, that's correct.
I was going to say sick. You bust.
And at the end of that round, congratulations to Roger Higginbottom, who is our MetalMind Champion. We will see you next time.